So I was whining to my wife the other day, said, I need new glasses. And she said, well, get some. I couldn't tighten them anymore. They were scratched. You know the thing, right? But I didn't want to go through the process because you have to make the appointment. You have to spend weeks to get them done. And you got to pay a fortune, right? That's real. But I did. I spent $500 on frames and glasses, and that was cheap. And then I ordered a pair from my sponsor, Zenni Optical, for $70. Zenni is an online eyewear shop. Prescription glasses, sunglasses, blue light lenses, starting at under $30. You go to Zenni.com, you pick a frame, upload your prescription, and they ship it to your door. No appointment, no store, no upsell at the counter. And by the way, if you are saying, do I really need new glasses, or do I have to put up with one pair to do everything I need to do for the next 2 years? No! You can get what you want starting at under $30. And if you've never bought glasses online, don't worry about it. I haven't either. Zenni has a virtual try-on, so you can see exactly how the frame looks before you commit to buying them, with no salesman looking at you saying, those look good, but these expensive ones would look better. No, you don't get that. I'm excited. I can't wait to get my Zenni glasses and tell you more about them. If your glasses are overdue for a refresh, now's the time. Go to Zenni.com/podcast and use the code podcast15 for 15% off your first order. The styles sell out, so don't sit on it. That's Zenni.com/podcast. Promo code podcast15. You might have heard that live shopping is exploding, and I have to tell you, I have been on Whatnot for a couple of weeks now, and I see why it is. Now, Whatnot is my sponsor, and they are the reason I got on the platform and checked it out. I'm glad they did. They made it easy for me. I'm going to make it easy for you. I love it. Whatnot is where you get great products without paying full price. It's that simple. I'm hooked on their live shows, too. You got to see them. They're so much fun. And I see why Whatnot has climbed to the top of the App Store. And listen, if you're selling online, or maybe you have a storefront, and you're hoping people will find your listing or maybe walk in your store, Whatnot flips that, because on Whatnot, you go live and you sell directly to people in real time. And I may admit, although you didn't hear from me, I may have picked up a couple of power tools or so in the past couple of days. I'm just saying. Whatnot, it's the largest dedicated live shopping platform with beauty, collectibles, electronics, luxury, fashion, even cookies, and anyone can sell. In fact, people who sell on Whatnot sell 10 times as much as any other major marketplace. That's because you're not just listing products, you're building real connections with buyers. So whether you're shopping or you're selling, download the Whatnot app today and get free shipping on your first order. Just search WHATNOT, Whatnot, in the App Store and start scoring amazing deals. So what if there were 3 little things you could do that would build rapport really quickly and make a sale like that? Or get somebody on your side like that? Or calm somebody down like that? What if there are just 3 little things you could do and it was so easy and just so conversational that you could remember it and do it every single time? Would that be helpful? I know it would be, because I did it with my son and my stepson, I should say, Joy's son. Last week, had a conversation with him, and I decided he was a little bit hesitant to talk to me because, I'm like a boomer and he's not. But this worked. I'm going to share it with you. I also use it for sales calls and everything else, so get ready. I'm going to give you a very simple framework you can use today that I think you'll very, very glad that you are here today because of that, okay? It is the Daily Boost. How are you? My name is Scott Smith. Good to have you. By the way, thanks for all you nice people on Instagram. I appreciate that. I'm spending more time there. I'm kind of a newbie. It's kind of like taking some pictures and starting to figure the whole thing out. I'm a boomer, so, it's kind of fun, though. But at Face Your Passion is where I am. If you'd like to follow me, it's growing pretty fast over there. I'll follow you back. We'll have some fun. And I do have a Facebook group for Daily Boost. Just go to dailyboostpodcast.com/Facebook. It's a private group. Ask, you shall be allowed to come in, okay? All right, so the thing today, about a little conversation I had. Let me set the story up for you, okay? I was over at Eric's house. His name is Eric. They just had a baby. Evan was born. We went over to see them, and all the women were doing what they do with a new baby. Now, when you've done the thing before, right? I was over there, and the women are like ooh and on over the little baby, and I'm looking at, well, baby looks like it's a squishy. It looks like a football. Doesn't move. And why? What's the point? I like him. Don't get me wrong. My heart went thump, 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 thump when I saw him. But they're just more fun when they get to be like 2.5. Anyway, we're over there, and Eric's like, oh, man, I'm tired. I got to sleep. All that kind of stuff, right? So we got a conversation, and I start talking about AI. He is he's a finance guy. He's an accountant of some type, maybe a CPA these days, for a company, and he's doing all that stuff. And I said to him, AI is going to just run away with your job. Just give it enough chance. It's coming for your job. You're one of the people that it's coming for, because what you do, spreadsheets and stuff, it can do. And so we had a great conversation, but he was kind of like, oh, okay, boomer. All right, bro. And, he's a smart dude, right? So I figured I had to get in there. So here's what I did. Next 3 steps I did, opened him up, made a great, an hour conversation. And I do this all the time. So the first thing I did was I simply understood something. Here's a guy talking to this, his, me, his stepdad, right? And we're getting along just fine, but he's like in his own little world. And I needed to figure out where his world was and step into where he was. And so I said, well, man, let me ask you. I know this AI thing is going to be scary. You get it, right? But where do you want to go, man? What are your goals? I mean, overall, what are you trying to do here? Because I see your stress and I see you got, I got the new baby and everything. What's going on? And he just opened up, because when I came into that world, it suddenly wasn't about the problems. It was about the hope. It was about what he wanted. And he went at it and he started talking about it. And said, well, I really want to kind of I want to like to finish the house up, and I'd like to have a pool in the backyard. I wish I could get a promotion too. And he just went on and on, all these little things he wanted to do. And I just didn't have to say much. I was just kind of quiet because it didn't matter. I said, a little feedback here or there, but for the most part, he just rolled. Beautiful thing about that, when you step into somebody's world and you future pace them and you start talking in a language of hope, what do you want? They're like, man, thank God somebody's not bringing me down today. Thank God somebody's making it sound better for me. And he just got into it. So that's the first thing I did. I stepped in and said, where do you want to go? What results you want? What's your outcome? So in my world, it's easy for me. I'm a guy that coaches people. I'm a guy that wants to know your outcome and your goals. I'm obviously going to go there right away, but I'm telling you, if you can go there, life changes. So as he settled down a little bit, I said, well, that's pretty cool. I think you'll get it. So where are you now? He said, well, we're not sleeping. I mean, we got the new baby. We're not sleeping at all. And we've lost income for 3 months. And I don't know when that's going to come back. And I don't know how much she's going to go back to work. And the first child, who's almost 3, is going to a new school. That's kind of crazy. And my wife is still bugging me for that swimming pool. It's crazy stuff. And he get on and on and on of all these things. So we had gone from this hope, this amazing thing he wanted to do and dreams, to where he was right now. And you know this, most of what I do when I work with people, and when they come in, I just know, I call it the coaching confessional. Please take that the right way. What I mean by that is people are usually so relieved to get on the call with somebody who can relate to them and somebody who can help them figure stuff out. They're so relieved that they just dump on you, and they do their homework and they bring you a list of stuff. And I'm so used to it now, and I just be quiet and listen because they need that. Most people don't get that. And it gives me the information I need to kind of move on. But when you give somebody that, you say, what's your hope? Where are you heading? And say, man, but where are you right now? And you kind of structure it and put it in position. We are technically behind the scenes, we're calling this kind of stretching the gap. We're kind of stretching out this place that they're wanting some help. They're wanting people to make them feel better. We're stretching it out a little bit. And that's what I was doing. I was holding space for them. So the first thing was I said, where do you want to go? And well, where are you now? And this goes on for a while, and probably another 10 minutes, and he didn't shut up. He talks a lot. He talks more than I do and faster than I do too. It's crazy. But we keep up with each other really well. All right, dude, what's stopping you, man? We know where you want to go, and we know where your life is today. What are the roadblocks, man? What's stopping you? What's getting in your way? Because if we can figure out what's getting in your way, we can set an action plan, and we can get it out of your way and get you going. And typically what ends up happening, you hear this a lot in the coaching world. You hear people say things like, I just can't figure out how to get from here to there. They're stalled. They're in neutral. You hear those words all the time. To me, I don't hear it as a word. That's just a block. It's like a big block wall in front of you. So how do we get through that block?
Study and play come together on a Windows 11 PC. And for a limited time, college students get the best of both worlds. Get the Unreal College Deal. Everything you need to study and play with select Windows 11 PCs. Eligible students get a year of Microsoft 365 Premium and a year of Xbox Game Pass Ultimate with a custom color Xbox wireless controller. Learn more at windows.com/student offer. While supplies last. Ends June 30th. Terms at aka.ms/collegepc.
When I asked him, I said, what's blocking you? And the first thing he said, it was out of the nowhere. He said, well, that swimming pool. So I'm a financial guy, man. I'm making like 9% interest on my investment. It's going to cost me $70,000. And then I can't sleep thinking I got a 3-year-old and I got a brand new baby. And then I got to put a fence up and a pool alarm. And I'm going to be up at night thinking my baby's going to get out and drown. One hardly knows how to swim. The other is a couple days old. That's a real fear, isn't it? So you want to fix that? He said, yeah, I can't figure it out. I said, keep the money in the bank. Wait 3 years by the pool then. There is no way that I would ever put the safety of my child on the line by putting a pool in my backyard. Guys, I live in Florida. We get kids dying all the time. Happens all the time. Number one cause of infant death. They fall in the pool. If I were under 3 years old, had a kid under 3 years old, I wouldn't do it. And I told him that. And he turned to his wife and said, see what he said? See what Scott said? And it ended. It was done. Boom. Now, it's kind of weird in having that little conversation with him, and me just going to that point. See, but what I'd done is this. If I'd gone to that first, like probably a lot of people do, maybe you do this. You try to solve the issue right away. Well, how can I help? And you start jumping out. You guys, you're the worst in the world. Not you ladies. You guys are the worst. You're fixing your wives. You got to fix their problem, right? Shut up. I'm telling you. What are your dreams? What are your hopes? Where are you now? And once you've done that, you have earned the right. You've punched the ticket. You've invested a little bit. Now you can give some advice. He didn't question me. He ran with it. And we went on for a few more like that too. And so as the conversation went on and on and on, and things kind of wound down and everybody's ignoring us because we're in this deep conversation and the baby's cooing and, stretching and pooping and spitting. It's first boy. They had some surprises with the first boy, by the way. Yeah. They've had a girl for a while. I said, you're going to get some surprises with boys. And they did. It just squirts right at you, didn't it? But I said to him, it's kind of interesting, man. I don't know that we ever had a conversation like this. I've known the kid since he was 14 years old. Why now? Why me? No, I don't know, bro. It's just making sense. I just got to work this out. It's like all this stuff going on. Nobody's talking to me. And I feel like I've had to do it all myself. And this has really been helpful. All right. I'm glad I could help. Now, if I've been trying to make a sale, I would have made the sale. In this case, just made a better relationship with my stepson. I've known him so long now, I have a hard time saying stepson because we're such a blended family, 18 years now, and you're like my kids, let's do it. 4 kids, 5 grandchildren. We have the potential for 2 more grandchildren. 2 more. And they're talking maybe 3. So we might actually get up to 8. We'll see. Of course, there may be a few floating around that we don't know about, but I don't know what happens. Anyway, so let me go this one more time. Again, no matter where you are, pay attention. If not, go back and listen to this thing. If you were a client of mine, I would charge you a lot of money to teach you this stuff. I would. I'm just telling you. Get clear about where they want to go and the results are after. Get clear about where they are right now. Identify the roadblocks they have that you can get out of the way. Once you've earned the right to do that, boom, magic happens. Try it. Don't doubt me. It's going to work.